Hi, I'm Austin, and this is Dungeons and Dracon Beams.
Previously on Dungeons and Dracon Beams. Innis 986. I have overseen the base, commanded the assigned controllers as the Visser directed. All had moved smoothly, until now. Now there was commotion, blasts and ringing throughout the area. Morph-capable intruders causing trouble with their Hork-Bajir and Terran animal morphs. Fellow Hork-Bajir fall in beside me. Well-behaved controllers piloting the battle tank beasts ready to strike at a moment's notice. Such an easy species to subdue. Their peaceful tendencies are weak compared to the fighting might of their bodies. Pathetic. Their cries for home are quickly drowned out and broken as they submit to their reality. There is already smoke as I exit the doorway and move into the main area, a large explosion having rocked the ship. No matter, the assortment of animals in the hangar stands out and will be easy to locate and subdue. I reach into the pack strung across this body and produce the components for my attack. Nothing as bland as a Dracon blaster, but a weapon created from the memories of this host body. Such a gift for the flora of her homeworld. I light the bundle of sticks and send it flying over the ship. In an instant, I'm atop the vessel and moving in on my first target. An Andalite that will be taken into custody or fall to my blades. I see the smoke of my attack reveal its more impressive feature. The creatures engulfed in it begin to feel the hallucinogenic effects. Good. This will keep them busy as I focus on this filth in front of me. I allow a twitch to briefly curl the fearsome beak of this creature as a wave of recognition sweeps over the mind of each. This isn't just any Andalite. This is a friend to this host body. Subduing her will prove oh so simple now. I let out a loud cry and drop the body to its knees, now face to face with the Andalite Maitea as she lays frozen in place. I slowly reach out my clawed hand and recall the memories of each and her pathetic attachments. Once again, I draw on the talents of this body and send the blight out of my claw, watching as the mites and parasites do their job. Another explosion shakes the ship behind me and echoes all around me. The blast smashes into me, knocking me back, and my annoyance at the situation grows. I call in aid to end this tiresome conflict. A second burst from my claw, and the Andalite collapses. Suddenly, an unknown Hork-Bajir flies through the smoke, and I feel the slashes on my skin. Another annoyance. Out of the corner of my vision, I clock the Hork-Bajir Yum-Yum arriving as my backup. I revel in my inevitable victory, as this single attacker will soon be swarmed. A strange sensation beginning as a tingle quickly engulfs my senses. The body begins to shake, and I feel my control being ripped away. The hand whips into the satchel, and before I can force this creature back into her place, the arm has impaled the body, bursting one of the mushrooms on her side. I scream as the tentacles combine and the explosion consumes us. Each. The light is blinding, but doesn't hurt. There's almost a calm to it as the room comes into focus. Standing in front of me are young humans, spread out in a curve around Maitea. Another like her, but one I don't know, stands with the kids. I understand that the final figure, with wings like a white Kofit bird, is not to be feared, but is not like the others. I am so pleased to see Maitea again, even as she tells me of the fate of Kefa, whom I had held out hope had escaped with new friends Illyra and Snillian. Perhaps she is lucky to have escaped the pain of these past years, and my mind lingers on the faces of my tribe. Destroyed in the tree bridge fight, lost during our small war, or worse, in ranks beside me as puppets of the tiny and cruel creatures in our heads. My heart hurts for the fate of the seer, my tribe mate, but I know that I cannot dwell on these feelings with the precious time I have left. I focus back on the room and the small but powerful new tribe in front of me. I learn of all they have gone through, fighting the forces my former friend Y'all sends after them. I wish to help, but I feel the moments growing shorter. I do my best with the device Maitea offers, remembering every moment around Y'all, every directive my body has been forced into since losing myself on my homeworld. I lean into the embrace with Maitea and say my final goodbye to the new friends who must carry on the fight we began so long ago. The room begins to darken, and I hear a sound that has played over and over again in my memory, but never truly heard. I see brilliant bright eyes glow and the eager panting of a tongue lolled out of a drooling mouth. The dark consumes my vision, and all that remains are the sparkling sky flowers.
My name's Kamren.
My name is Zach.
My name is Savannah.
My name is Aximili Escamuth Estil.
My name is Dylan.
What's worse than homework, parents, and acne?
Betrayal.
War.
Murder.
Brussels sprouts.
Doing it all while trying to stop an alien invasion.
Duh.
Aliens that crawl into your ear and take over your brain.
Mimicking your every thought. Reliving all your memories.
Living life as you would. Flawlessly deceiving your friends, your family, pretending to be you.
I'd rather die.
Stay on script.
What's even worse,
Mr. Statoric.
the only thing that stands in the way of complete takeover of all humanity is 4 teenagers and an Andalite.
I am the Andalite.
Yeah, you're the Andalite.
We also have the ability to morph.
It's amazing.
An Andalite technology.
Stay on script. The ability to...
Right. The ability to turn into any animal we can touch.
Lions.
Tigers.
Orangutans.
We must be extremely cautious. We can't trust anyone, thanks to my...
Kamren.
Okay, you read it then.
Fine. We can't trust anyone. Controller or not.
We have seen what happens when we are too trusting.
So now, there's only us.
Only us.
Only us.
Only us.
Because anyone could be compromised. Anyone at all, can be a controller.
Yeah, dude. Even you.
A searing heat washes over all of you as this bright white light fills your vision. Everyone make a constitution saving throw.
I have inspiration. Can I use inspiration to roll that again?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
12.
Zach, this bright white light is burning your eyes. They sear. So do yours, Savannah, but like you managed to like shut them just in time. Zach, you do not. You're blinded.
I've never shut my eyes in my life. I'm not going to start now.
Everyone around you all feels this scorch. You all feel it. The light is very, very, very hot. However, everybody that fell off the platform isn't in the direct wave of the heat, so that offers some alleviation. But on top of the platform, anyone within 30 feet needs to make a constitution saving throw.
I think I'm the only one left on the platform after each blew everybody else off of there. And I did just crit my constitution save.
You're more than 30 feet away, so you don't have to make the con save.
What?
So not a single person needed to make that con save.
Right, which I found out after I've measured. Savannah, you are still the closest, and you can still feel this heat burn your Hork-Bajir flesh as you dig your claws in to keep yourself from being pushed back from the heat wave. And you can see the silhouetted figure of each in the middle of this glow. And the light finally starts to dim. And as it does, the form is no longer standing there. Just a charred spot on the ground. And a singed Hork-Bajorn remains. Smoke rolls from the molten metal as the outer walls of the ship have curled in on themselves. Sparks are flying from singed wires. The ship started to have the sound of an alarm, but whatever this heat was has fried so many circuits in the ship. But what you see, Savannah, is the opening that each has now made, and inside is dark. However, the light from out here shines in, revealing a pedestal with robotic arms stationed around it. And sitting on that pedestal is a link of pearl crystals, Hemalite crystals. Let's go back into initiative.
So many questions.
All right, well, you got some questions. You're up first.
These crystals.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more. That's my question. Tell me more.
They sit on a metal pedestal that's out from the ground. As you like look in on the floor, every now and then you'll see like one of these red lasers kind of shoot down and then just go out as it has nothing to connect to on the other side now. They just sit in like a circular shape in the middle of it. You can see that there's a screen on one side of this pedestal that looks pretty fucking burnt. The arms are still look intact, but there's like charred marks all over the ground, so who knows if they even work. It looks like there might have been some kind of holographic shield that was around them. Gone now.
Savannah's going to take off towards it. She's got a double move to get there, but she's going to double move to get there. Well, she starts to go. Maitea, Dylan are still down after we got reintroduced into our bodies?
Yes.
Okay. Kamren, Zach are up.
Mm-hmm. You like look over your shoulder as you move forward, and once again Zach's like trying to gain his bearings, push himself up, and Kamren is too. They're not down, but they are still mechanically prone.
Right. So she's going to take off towards the crystal. Thought speak. Kamren, Zach, get Maitea and Dylan and get to that elevator shaft we found earlier and we were digging. It should go down into some sort of cold water sewage system. I don't know, but we should be able to get out from there. And then she's going.
What are you gonna do? Kamren says as he stands up.
I'll join you as soon as I can.
And he'll like kind of lean against Zach because you guys got blown back like kind of right next to each other because you were helping him up. And he's like leaning on you as he's like pushing himself up with like a bloody stump of a paw. And he'll stand up and kind of look at you, Zach, and say, I got Maitea.
You're gonna have to get me too, man. I can't see shit.
What? Kamren needed to roll too.
Wow.
Natural 20.
He sees so good I can see again.
His eyes are specially adapted for seeing against the polar glare when hunting seals. This doesn't mean shit to him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just thought we should bring back animal facts and Animorphs.
He says, what do you mean you're blind?
Yeah, I was looking right at that blast when it went off, so I'm kind of fucked, I think is the word.
All right. Can you feel me? And he like leans against you. Can you feel me? Hey, bro, can you feel me?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Keep a hand on my back. I'll take you to Dylan. And essentially, with Kamren's like movement, he's gonna try to guide Zach towards Dylan.
Hey, one more question.
Yeah.
Since speaking as a free action, has Aximili ever managed to watch Avatar with Kamren and Savannah?
Yes, he has.
And Savannah distantly thought speaks to him. Aximili, yip.
Yeah, yes. I was thinking about that earlier. As Kamren stands up, Zach, he's like essentially waiting for you to put your hand on him so he can take you to Dylan, and it is your turn.
I reach out towards where I think he was. Is he an arm's length?
Yeah, he's like leaning against you to kind of let you know.
I do that. I don't know if I still have a gun in my hand. But if I do,
high or low?
I'm not doing anything with it other than carrying it. Yeah, I'll take a high. That's fine. That's pretty high.
Yeah, you feel like as you're pushing yourself up, you feel like the strap on the ground and manage to wrap your hand around it.
If the strap is there, then I'm going to go ahead and just strap it on my back. And on my turn, I'm going to do a inspiring resolve. Through sheer will, you grant yourself and your allies might and endurance. As an action, each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you when you use this feat gains temporary hit points equal to 2d6 plus your charisma modifier. That one sucked, but here's 7 points. That should get up anybody that's on our side that was down. Everybody gets that. Dylan and Kamren and Maitea get it. I don't think Savannah can.
Yeah, she's too far away.
Do hit points heal blindness?
No.
Fuck. Of the people who can see or hear me, who's the most hurt?
Maitea or Dylan, because both were at 0, but now both are going to be at 7.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to roll a superiority die plus my charisma and give additional temporary hit points to Dylan.
Okay.
Enjoy that. 4 delicious hit points.
Hey, 11 is better than negative 20.
Yep. That's true. As the old adage goes.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say, I don't know if it's even an option, but there was like a bag of parts that looked extremely exquisite in that room. I don't think that it's going to be a thing we can get, but like, you know, if it's a thing we can get.
I don't currently see any opportunity to do so.
Okay.
I'll barely make it to this elevator if I make it. Zach, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. How's a 20?
20 will do it. As you're feeling around, trying to figure everything out and give the inspiring resolve, you wipe your eyes one time and blurry vision comes back and starts to focus in.
Okay. I look real longingly up at that observation room.
It's there.
And I look at Savannah to see if she could see me and if she would be aware and if...
She can't see you. She's inside the ship right now.
Does Kamren really need my help to stand?
He's standing, but I mean, he's limping as he's walking. Dylan's up.
As soon as she's conscious, she's going to head toward the platform and try and climb up.
Yeah, the platform is 10 feet away from you, and then whatever your climbing speed is, you should be able to climb up.
Yeah, I think so. And she's just going to say, Savannah, where are you?
I'm in the ship. You should be getting to the elevator shaft.
I think that's it. She's just going to, look around herself.
There's a lot of smoke around. It's kind of hard to see. I will say you see the Taxon and the Hork-Bajir over here to everybody's right are starting to move towards where Savannah is, kind of moving through the smoke right now. With that, Matea will use half her movement to stand up on her turn and kind of look around discombobulated, and Kamren, seeing her, as he's moving towards her, he'll be like, move, Matea, move, follow me. Start to gesture where they're going. She just kind of looks around and starts staggering towards that way as she's still kind of confused. And then she looks like she realizes something, and her stalk eyes start moving around. Next up is the Hork-Bajirs. There's this one who will run over here, see Dylan, take another 30 feet that way. This Hork-Bajir will stand up and climb over just start to climb over the side. The human will use half his movement to stand up, pick up his Dracon Beam, and look towards Zach. He's just going to fire from there. Oh, that might hit Kamren too. Yep. So Zach, make a dexterity saving throw, and Kamren needs to as well. Both pass, so half damage. So 5 damage to Zach and Kamren. Taxon. Double move there. Double move there.
Does that Taxon that you just had double move, the lower one, is he at a frenzy risk because there are dead Hork-Bajir there?
You are right. I'm going to say he doesn't even have another opportunity to attack anybody else. That's the only thing that's right there that he can eat. So, because their save is to either eat the thing or attack something else. So I'm going to say he has to eat the thing. So he starts eating that Hork-Bajir. Good call, Alex. As you all are on this platform, Dylan and Savannah, and you see these Hork-Bajir coming towards you, Dylan, and Savannah, you're looking at these crystals. Suddenly, I am working on getting in, Prince Savannah. I will keep trying. He says that he's working on it, basically. It's your turn, Savannah, top of the round.
Savannah's gonna try again. And she's gonna try to grab those crystals, and as she is just going to yell back. She can't see what Zach and Kamren are doing, or Matea for that matter, but she knows that Dylan's coming up here now, I think.
You see Hork-Bajir running past the opening towards that way. You can see Dylan.
Yeah, so she's going to be like, Dylan, get to the elevator shaft now. And then she's going to try to grab those crystals.
Grab them.
That easy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Then she's going to turn and try to knock this Hork-Bajir off the edge of the platform.
All right, so that will be a opposed strength check to move him.
Okie dokie.
So you just like run and collide into him, and it does knock him off balance and stop him. But now he's looking at you. Anything else?
I feel like I can't, but I'm going to ask you simply because of the type of action it is. Any way I can throw that crystal to Dylan?
I'll let you do it as a bonus action. Like you can throw it as a bonus action, and then Dylan will have to use her bonus action to catch it. But yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And that's what she will do.
All right. So just to see how accurate it is, make a dexterity check.
Sure.
So you go to toss these strands of crystals to Dylan, and as you do, this Hork-Bajir flings up one of his blades, just cuts part of your forearm, and you see these crystals dropped onto the platform and roll, and half of them are hanging off the platform, half of them are still on. Kamren's up.
All right.
And he'll bound forward, following Matea. He'll say, Zach, keep your hand on me.
I'm doing okay right now, but thanks.
Well, we're going this way. And then he moves. So, Zach.
Okay. Zach is going to run. Where are these crystals exactly?
If you want to roll a perception check real quick.
I'd love to do that. I love perceiving. Watch how good I'm about to do this shit with a fucking 10. Hell yeah. It's the best I've ever perceived.
So you like look back where they are on the platform, like where the group is on the platform, and then look back to that observation tower. The smoke just rolling in. You don't catch the crystals.
All right, so I don't see the crystals, but I do definitely see that Savannah is fighting another Hork-Bajir, and that second Hork-Bajir
I don't know. I think that smoke rolling out might have obscured you. Like as you were focused on that observation tower for a second. Also, your bike's over there. I don't know if that matters, but like as you focused over there for just a second, I think the smoke was just rolling around too much.
The bike, I don't care about. Okay, so I don't see anything anything cool.
I'll say you see figures moving around in the smoke, but you can't tell exactly who they are or what they are.
Okay.
If it helps, you heard Savannah talk to Dylan. If that helps, that wasn't straight up just like, that was to the team. If it helps.
Remind me what she said exactly?
She told Dylan pretty harshly to get to the elevator shaft.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Zach's not doing that. So, Zach, whatever. Zach is running to the fucking, the fucking platform, sorry. And climbing up on it.
Yeah, you can get up there with your movement. And now you can see the other Hork-Bajir.
Oh, okay. Okay. I do have a gun, though. I see this Hork-Bajir fighting Savannah, and I shoot it.
Nice. An 18 will hit, so that's 3d8.
14.
Yeah, these bullets just hit into its body, and it's bleeding. It's still up, though.
Commanding Strike. Commander's Strike. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. Add 5 to an attack. As Zach just goes, just push him off. We gotta go. I'm talking to you, Van.
Do I do that right now or wait for my turn?
No, it's you right now. You're taking my attack. And you add 5 to the damage.
And yeah, she's going to try to push him off the platform. So strength again. Unless it has to be an attack. And then would it be... Okay, so would it just be...
A claw or a tail?
I think she's just going to use a tail attack then to try and hit him off the edge of the fucking thing.
17 hits? Yeah, you slash into his body and he does like a dramatic spin and turn and falls off the platform.
Oh, a Hork-Bajir Wilhelm scream?
Anything else, Zach?
No. I've done all the stuff I can do.
Since talking's a free action, can Savannah at this point say the crystals are on the edge of the platform just out loud to... Okay, the crystals are at the edge of the platform.
Dylan.
I'm gonna reach for the crystals.
There they are, Dylan.
Sweet, I pick them up. God.
Fuck yeah, this is D&D. Fuck yeah.
We did it.
How far would you say the Hork-Bajorn is from me?
40 feet.
Okay. So because I'm blind, Savannah, where are you?
Right there.
Yeah. You're right there? Okay, cool. So you're pretty close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I think Dylan's just gonna, like, gauge how far it is and say, Savannah, do you think that we should get each's pack?
When you're describing it, it sounded like it got, like, burned up or anything. Is it burned up, or is it kind of sitting there?
It's just scorched. It's not burnt up. It's sitting there just scorched, not ashes.
Gotcha. I'll try to grab it on the way out if you will please get to the elevator shaft.
On it. And she's gonna jump down and move.
As Kamren passes Matea, she's going to look around again. Well, shit, she can't see Yum Yum. She's just looking at the spot where he used to be, but keeps following Kamren. Next up are the Hork-Bajir. This one, I'm going to say he's just going to take care of the threats. He is here for a certain reason. So, Dylan, make a sleight of hand, just like as you're holding these crystals, just to see if this Hork-Bajir is going to see them, because he's going to like be looking around because he knows what was in there. So not seeing the crystals, he's just going to address the threat.
Suck it.
First attack. He swings his razor sharp claws at you for an 8.
No.
All right, but what about his shiny sharp tail for a 9?
Shockingly, no.
Garf, gish, garf. So the human, Dylan, make a dexterity saving throw as a Dracon Beam fires from behind you. That will fail, so you'll take full damage. 12.
Dear God. She falls.
I was so close to throwing out another rally anyway.
Yeah.
On the last turn, and I was just like, no, we're good. I don't need to waste it.
Next up is this Taxon. That Taxon double moves there. Savannah, Zach, as you all are in this melee and watching a Taxon slither up towards you, you all feel the ground beneath you just lurch and start rising up. I got it. Savannah.
So, Dylan just got shot and went down again. Zach is hanging out up here. The platform is just starting to go up. Matea and Kamren are moving away. I mean, there's multiple reasons. Savannah's just going to jump off the platform. She's going to take the attack of opportunity because the action that she wants to take is when she gets to Dylan to grab Dylan and try to keep getting Dylan towards that elevator shaft.
All right. 19 to hit.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry. That'll be 6 piercing. I mean, it is 10 feet down as well, but you can drop the free 10 feet.
Yeah. And then she's going to try to start dragging Dylan and the crystals towards that elevator.
Make a strength check.
God, dice. Don't fuck me. What did I just say? What did I just fucking say? Roll 20? We had a fucking conversation before I rolled those dice. Why won't you listen to me?
Dylan has just been hit and beaten up so much over the last minute or so. You can't get a good grip on her because there's so much blood.
So she immediately abandoned the pack. Whatever. Fuck it. But she's going to still like grab Dylan, just make sure that she has those crystals as well. And then she's going to just look up at Zach and say, help me.
Kamren will move over this like big pipe thing and then like kind of me and Matea are still heading to the elevator. Let us know if you need anything else. And he just keeps moving.
Dylan got shot and went down again. We're trying to get her out of here and towards you guys.
He doesn't say anything else, but you see him turn around. He has 40 feet of movement. So they have to be within 30 feet of you to get it.
Yeah.
Kamren bites his big polar bear teeth into Dylan's shoulder and starts to drag her. So he can only move half his movement now. Zach, you see a blood streak along this orange dirt floor.
Yeah, I got it.
Because your friend Dylan is bleeding out.
No, she's not, because I use a bonus action to rally her for a superiority die plus my charisma modifier.
Describe how you riz Dylan awake.
I'm just like, Dylan, you're being a real fucking buzzkill. Stop dying. And that probably is enough to just piss her off enough to be like, I'm not doing it on purpose, dick. Like, can I roll something? Oh my god, 5 hit points. You're welcome.
5 is better than nothing.
Here's a distracting strike, because me and Machine Gun are having a fun time on top of the platform as I shoot Hork-Bajir number 6. Fucking fuck this guy, fuck that guy. Distracting strike. When you hit a creature with an attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to distract the creature, giving your allies an opening. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll. The next attack roll against a target by an attack other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn. So there's a 14. Does that hit?
A 14 hits.
Okay. So that's 4d8 because I'm just going to add my superiority die to it. 16?
He gets riddled with bullets. He drops to a knee and looks up at you.
Cool. It doesn't do that because it's an M16, but still. I guess I shoot him again. As I do it, I look at him and I'm like, you could leave. You could just leave.
Not without your life, Andalite scum.
One of us has a fucking gun. And
One of us has honor.
I shoot him again.
Know that?
Yeerks don't have honor. Ugh, great. Got a fucking nat 1. The gun jams.
Nope. I got this. Dylan sees this happen and she's like, now who's being the fucking buzzkill? And I use Bountiful Luck, so he re-rolls that nat 1 and must take the new roll.
How about a 13?
It misses.
It misses.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
sorry.
But he's bloodied, and that Taxon is very hungry.
True.
All right. I need to determine the speed at which this platform is rising, and if I can jump into that observation room and then make it back to the platform.
An intelligence.
If you beef it, you have to pull a Jake where you're like, we're going like 60 miles an hour, so like in an hour we'll be like 60 miles from here. And then everybody goes, ooh, Jake, good job,
Good work,
Jake.
I want to make an argument for like spatial awareness due to skateboarding maneuvers.
We're on Earth.
Shut up. And not now. You get what I'm saying? Like timing and ramps and leaps and distance. I don't know if you want to call this an acrobatics check, maybe?
You're trying to figure out how fast the thing's moving up, or what are you trying to figure out exactly?
I'm trying to plan a trick, basically. I want to get into this window, grab a bag, and get back onto the platform.
So what I'll do is give you a +2 to your intelligence check.
+2 is 14.
So as you like look back at this observation tower, you can see the next round you'll be like level with it. So yeah, it'll be a full 30 seconds before the platform's all the way back up to the top.
Well, I've just used my actions, and I don't have anything like an action surge. Okay.
All right, Dylan.
Yeah, this hurtin' beesh is gonna double move. That's it. She's just gonna go as far as she can.
Yeah, and as you're running up, you see Matea turning to come back to help, but she sees you that you're up now, and will stay with you. Matea's gonna take another perception check as she joins Dylan.
Hold on, I gotta make an argument for physics here. You said that observation deck window was like 30 feet off the ground. Just the angle of seeing.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking at the bottom of the platform.
Yeah, you're right. All right. She keeps moving.
Okay. Sorry.
Austin, you sound so sad. I'm so sorry we're ruining your game.
He had a moment that he really wanted to have, and I was like, I'm actually...
It's the Hork-Bajir's turn. Attack you, Zach. This Hork-Bajir will. Yoda, get out of here. I'm fucking trying to GM, not you. 10.
Get wrecked, scrub.
Get tailed. Or don't.
Yeah, Zach dramatically Matrix dodges.
As he's swinging with like coughing up blood. He's got a bullet hole in his throat.
Yeah, I'm absolutely... I know it doesn't do anything, but just the charisma part of Zach is just being like, how's that honor working out for you, stupid fuck? Can't hit shit. I'm a huge monkey. I'm enormous.
Savannah and Kamren will make a dexterity save as this human comes in, aims his Dracon Beam, and fires at him. So Savannah, you take half damage, which is 6, and Kamren takes the full damage, which drops him.
Fuck, dude.
Next up is the Taxon, who will make a frenzy roll. He's attacking a dead body. He starts to eat one of the dead Hork-Bajirs. How's everything going? Says Aximili.
Dylan has the crystal. Kamren is down. We're trying to make an escape. We're going to the elevator shaft that we found. It should lead into some sort of below ground water system.
What should I do? Should I come down there?
What are you right now?
The Hork-Bajir.
So Zach's just gonna sneak in, private only to Van, say, there's a bag of parts.
I have a slightly different idea. We'll see if we can get there. That is not my priority.
Hurt.
Okay, so is he right on the lip of like where that we wouldn't know?
You don't see him if you look up.
Okay. I don't know how close you are to the edge of this pit where the ship is rising right now, but there's a guy shooting at us if you can level a shot at him from where you are.
I will do my best. A few seconds later, you see a Dracon Beam shoot down, and it like fizzles out before it gets far enough down. Your turn.
Bonus action to taunt, so this guy does not, I mean, I don't think he will, but just in case he wants to fire at anybody else, fuck that. And then she's going to try and move Kamren.
All right, so your movement to get to him, and then a strength check to try to pull him.
Roll 20. Hear me the fuck out right now. Do not do this to me again. I have a decent strength score. Let me fucking do anything.
You do have
Roll
advantage.
20! I feel like it's not gonna help. It's, you know what my problem is rolling dice. I'm not good at it, and I shouldn't do it.
With a 10, you get underneath his arms and start to pull him away, and he's starting to drag, so you can move half speed with him.
We're going this away, half speed, so we could get to what? To the pipe, basically.
You see one of Kamren's wounds start to like clot, so that's okay. He passed the death save.
No, I know. I just really like to imagine the whole time she's just private thought speaking to Kamren, like, why are you so tall and way too much, and you're so big, and this is so annoying.
Zach.
Zach fucking looks right at this Hork-Bajir that's staring him down and knows, like, he's seeing what's going on the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he knows Kamren went down again. Dylan's probably going to go down again soon, because why wouldn't she? And he just he says just to the group, this is the last time I can do this. I don't have any more in me. And just kind of wills everyone back up, wills Kamren back up. I take a full action and use Inspiring Resolve. Old boy's going to get an attack of opportunity if you want to give it to him first.
They both will, but I'll roll to see if the Taxon takes it. So first, for 4 piercing. This Taxon's too
Taxons.
deep into the fucking...
Taxons are so dumb.
into
I
this
would like to
Hork-Bajir.
only ever fight Taxons going forward.
Yeah, please.
You just hear slurping and nom, 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 nom.
It's gross.
Sounds like wet noodles hitting the wall.
11 hit points. How's Savannah on hit points?
Really fucking good, dog.
All right, cool.
So yeah, so if you want to assign those somewhere else, go for it. If you don't have another option, I'll take them.
Everyone who's within 30 feet of me gets those. I guess Dylan can't. However, Dylan can get this rally. It's a 5 again. I'm rolling the most dog shit healing I've ever fucking rolled. I'm sorry, everyone. And then Zach just turns around and looks back at the Hork-Bajir and puts up a middle finger.
Dylan.
If she sees that Kamren is up, she's just gonna keep double moving.
Matea does too. The Hork-Bajir, seeing this Taxon was just a complete waste of fucking space, it's gonna take its first attack at it. It puts a big gash in the Taxon. Does not drop it.
Well, it's gonna eat its own guts now, so yeah, in a roundabout way.
But then it'll move forward and take the tail against you. Zach. 16 to hit?
16 definitely fucking hits, and I'll take the 10.
Alright, that's its turn. Savannah and Kamren. Dexterity saves as this human comes up and levels his Dracon Beam again. Hey, twins.
Yeah, I love being twins, rolling those 4s. Let's get it.
So full damage, 12 to both. Kamren goes down.
Yeah, sure. Sure. So cool. I love this game.
Again?
Yeah.
Next up is the Taxon. I'm going to say on a high, he attacks the Hork-Bajir that attacked him. On a low, he attacks the dead one. On a 10 or 11, he eats himself. He attacks the Hork-Bajir. Fucking idiot Taxon. You stupid Yeerks. This is why you're never going to take over anything. He kills this Hork-Bajir. Starts to eat him.
Thank fuck.
The platform is now level with the observation area, as it's raised up some now, which puts it 20 feet up in the air, 80 feet away from the top of where Aximili is. He's going to shoot his Dracon Beam that has a range of 80 feet, try to hit the Taxon. So the Taxon will make a dexterity save, which it has disadvantage on. It still succeeds, so it takes half damage. The Taxon gets vaporized behind you, Zach. Savannah, you're up.
Trying to drag Kamren out of there.
So you can move at half speed with Kamren now.
Let's see what I can do. Great. We can get to here. Why are you rolling against me? I haven't done shit yet. Are you rolling a death save?
Yeah.
Great. Love that for me. That's super cool.
You see Cameron's wound open back up.
I mean, he was just shot, so it's incredible that I can even notice that in the sort of singed fur and horrific Dracon beaming that has happened.
Zach's up.
Van, did we bring any of the healing crystals? I don't remember.
Sure did.
Fucking cool. You want me to help you carry him?
That'd be great.
Each's bag may have something to heal someone with. She used to carry them around. That was Matea.
Is that on the platform?
It's right next to you, Zach. It is right next to you.
Zach, big monkey paw, grabs it, and then, off the top rope, fucking, to over here.
Dylan.
She's gonna thought speak out to the team. Hey, okay, so how's everyone looking? Are we good?
Kamren's down again.
Fuck. Okay, and she's gonna turn back and head back toward you. So yeah, she's gonna move right there.
Matea keeps running towards the elevator and she just gets to it. Hork-Bajirs are dead.
I want to make sure Matea knows how elevators work and tell her to press the button. Because I would hate to get there and she hadn't pressed the button. And we gotta wait like another 30 seconds.
Because she's only ever used the gravity shafts before. So
Yeah,
she gets
she's
here,
like,
she's just like...
I've been thinking at this thing the whole time and it has not appeared. I don't...
Zach and Savannah roll dex saves. So Zach takes 6, Savannah takes 12. Taxon, that one's still eating that Hork-Bajir down there. I see no more enemies that I can hit. I can stop the platform.
If you raise it up top, will you still be able to put it on display for whoever's up there?
Anyone that is close will see it. There are people gathering around.
Then let it go up there and, I guess, get out of here.
Where will you all be?
Not sure yet.
I will take to the sky. And Aximili is out of the battle. Savannah.
Savannah is going to use Taunt, and Savannah is going to move her movement just kind of adjacent, away from these guys.
Still under the platform? You're not climbing up it or anything, right?
No, yeah, she's not climbing up it. I don't know that it will make a difference because of the way that this guy doesn't have to roll, but hopefully he'll fire at her away from everybody else. I don't know. just trying shit, seeing what happens. So yeah, that's where she's gonna move, and she's gonna use taunt, and that's an action, bonus action, and I think that's it.
Kamren's Zach. You see, he has deep, shallow breathing, but he's still alive. Zach.
This guy can't shoot at anybody else. I'm really sorry. I don't want to kill a human guy either, but like, I'm tired of him shooting at my friends. So I'm going to shoot at him. I'm sorry, everybody. So I'm shooting at him. Does 13 hit this man?
A 13 hits.
Okay. Great. 8. I rolled an 8 on the 3d8.
8. He's like, whole right arm is limp now.
Okay. Enough that he can't fire.
He has a left arm.
Motherfucker. All right. I'll shoot him again. I don't think a 10's going to hit him.
10 misses.
All right. I still grab up my boy and try to get moving.
So it is a strength check to still pick him up.
There you go.
15, you got him. So you can move half your speed.
20. A very quick boy. Oh, that's not far. I've got him by his nose.
Dylan.
That's perfect. Yeah, Dylan is barely going to move. And she's going to put her hands on either side of Kamren's bare face and just like shake him a little and say, get the fuck up. And that's going to give him 10 hit points using my doctor class and Circle of Mortality.
I'm up. What the fuck? All right, he's up.
She's just going to think to him, get moving, come on, and start booking back.
Matea presses the button, and she holds an action to pop off if somebody's in this elevator when it gets there. No, Bashir, this fucking guy. See, Savannah runs off. What was your taunt to him?
I don't think she said anything to him so much as she just kind of made the Hork-Bajir like screech. Like she's just making herself a more obvious target over there. So like any sort of like, you know how the Hork-Bajir have that kind of like bladed display instinctual thing that they have going on? I think she's just going to lean into something like that and like make a scream, make a taunt with noise and blade. And
seeing the polar bears down and you're like doing all this, he trains his Dracon Beam at you as he moves forward towards you. Make a dexterity save.
It takes a lot of skill to roll 2 nat 1s in a row, and I've done it multiple times.
So that'll be 10.
Sure.
You're up.
Savannah is going to move up to this guy and just take a couple fucking attacks. She's sick of this goddamn shit. She just wants to go and leave. That's all I've wanted. I want to leave the party, and no one will let me go home, and I've had enough, and everyone's trying to talk to me and hang out.
That hits.
I assume that hits. 3.
You break him across the face one time, and he bloodily looks at you as he dodges your tail.
God, there's just fuck all she can do at this point. Taunt is a bonus action. I guess I'll maintain the taunt. Cool.
Kamren's up, and now he sees Savannah fighting this guy.
Leave. Fucking leave.
If Kamren tries to go anywhere, Zach's put a fucking hand on his face. Like, nope.
He's moving the way he was told, though. Zach, you're up.
Zach shoots this fucking guy. I gotta hit him. It's important that I hit him.
Hits.
Sitting.
Savannah left him with 2 hit points, so what's this look like?
Just fucking like he's looking at Savannah, who was just beating the shit out of him, and gets a couple of bullets in the side of his torso and just slumps. Ragdoll. Somebody cut the marionette strings, you know that thing?
Mm-hmm.
And Zach goes, Van, we're going. And then, like, heads for the elevator.
All right. So if you're not going to the elevator, tell me what you want to do now.
I got nothing.
I'm going to the elevator.
Okay.
I want to go to the elevator, dude.
Let's just have everybody get to the elevator. You finally hear these doors to the north open, and Hork-Bajir runs through, a human runs through, another human runs through, a Taxon, and one more human. The doors to the elevator opens, and a human comes out, and as soon as he does, Matea strikes at him. 21 will hit, so he gets a big gash along his abdomen, and then the second attack is a straight up side of the blade into his head and knock him out. So You down. The elevator doors are open. I'm assuming you all are running into the elevator.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a cool, like, catch him on the way down and, like, lean him up against the wall thing.
Yep.
Outside the elevator. That's all. Just a little politeness from the big monk.
You guys all file into the elevator, and the doors close, and it's silent.
Immediately, Zach falls on his ass. Because I had 2 HP, and I use Catch Your Breath.
The elevator just goes doot, 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 doot.
2 questions. It was a hand-drawn map, but sort of schematic that we saw in, and by we I mean Savannah, in the thing that the elements took him to. Does it say how deep that drop shaft is?
It didn't. Yeah, it was like drawn pretty good. It doesn't give like a map of the aqueducts that it's taking you to or anything. It just was saying that this elevator leads down there.
Nate's gonna love this. He loves ska band aqueducts. Are there any cameras on this elevator?
You see a camera in the corner.
Dylan's just like leaning around, checking on everybody, like touching them on the shoulder, on the arm. You all right? You okay? 10 points healing to everyone. Just.
Oh, you can just do that? Fuck yeah. I'll take it. Thanks.
I'm a doctor, bitch.
I'm a doctor.
While they're going down, Savannah's just going to gesture to Maitea and then point up at the camera.
She's like breathing heavy, but sees you point it to it. Yes. She walks over. There's no more camera. You guys feel the elevator moving down.
How long do we have?
That I don't know. Otherwise, I would say we should morph and get small.
You got blades. You could hold the door shut, stab in, hold it shut. We could all demorph, remorph.
The only concern is if the elevator starts going back up.
Zach looks. Is there an e-stop button?
There is.
He points at it. He goes, I can stop that.
I don't think Savannah will respond immediately. I think she's just thinking it through for like 5 seconds.
Kamren will like look back and forth as he like sees. Don't. They're gonna know we're in here. We're only giving them time to get ready for us.
Yeah, but we could be cockroaches by the time they get in here. Or flies.
They're gonna be looking for everything. I'm at just as much a blank as you are as anybody else.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. And Zach stands up and looks at Dylan and then cocks his arms like Henry Cavill.
See, it's cool, right?
I mean, it feels good. I don't know if it's going to do shit. I liked it. It's good.
Yeah.
Kamren's gonna turn to Savannah. What's the objective of this mission?
Escape. We have the crystals. Let's get the hell out of here.
And what if we can't?
Can't escape?
Yeah.
Die trying?
I think it's time for you to delegate. And this is private thought speak.
Can she tell that he switched into private thought speak?
I'm talking to just you.
What are you trying to delegate?
Get the crystals out. If we gotta die, at least let one person try to live.
She's running through the list of the morphs that everybody has in her head and trying to think of like what's going to be something small, fast that could get through these tunnels, right? Knowing that there's water, knowing that there's this kind of stuff. So I think the first thing coming to mind is lemurs, small monkeys, that kind of stuff, things that could maybe get up into the pipes because they still have to be big enough to be able to carry these crystals. You said it was like pearls,
like a
right?
pearl necklace, yeah.
Are you voicing any of these thoughts? Are you running through it in your mind or anything like that?
She's running through it in her head, and then I think she has an idea of who has what, but she's going to throw it out there for anything she hasn't thought of who has a very small, fast morph that can carry these crystals.
I have a couple.
What do you have?
Lemur, a duck could probably do it.
Can't fly in these tunnels down here. Not a duck.
Octopus. Snake.
I think lemur's the only one that makes sense.
I have a mouse, Maitea says.
Squirrel. I do have a squirrel.
Squirrel might be something. Smaller than a lemur, could carry these, can run fast, can get through small spaces. It's just a rodent. Zach, go to squirrel.
Yes, Prince, and starts demorphing.
And Savannah she's gonna take those blades and she's gonna kind of like just be ready at the door. Like she's not gonna hold it, but she's gonna be like ready to cover. They've taken care of the camera. You're doing this thing. Fuck it.
As they were running through the plan and everything, Dylan just reaches down and reaches over and holds Savannah's hand.
I think Savannah will just thread her fingers through Dylan's hand and just hold it, and she's not saying anything else. She's still kind of thinking through this, but she'll maintain that, and then she'll go, I think for the rest of us, the plan's gonna be get out there, see what we're facing, but try and find cover, get to something small, get to a fly, once we're not in a contained area where they can get us all in one shot, once we're not bottlenecked, find some way to get small and get out of here.
Got it. Yes. Prince Savannah, Matea says.
As I'm demorphing, I am still talking to Van in thought speak as long as I can and being like, when I said octopus, I did mean to mimic octopus. I can hide and move fast and squeeze into small spaces. Are you sure that's not a better spot? We've got water down here, right?
We do, but we don't know how much and what form it's in. And it's just not fast enough on land.
Okay, I got you. I was just double checking that, making sure. I'm down for squirrel. I just wanted to make sure.
If I could promise you a safe passageway as an octopus, that would make sense, but I just don't know. And it's cold.
We've got that bag. I don't know if there's anything in there that you could rig up to, like, fuck with anybody that tries to come at us real fast.
Let me see the bag.
Zach's floppy, fucked up hand goes bleh, and gestures at it like, you could have the bag, fucker. Like,
She starts looking into it.
I think at this point, Zach is probably on his way to Squirrel. Held down for Squirrel Town.
Whenever Matea said, yes, Prince Savannah, I think Dylan just, like, stopped and scrunched her eyebrows together and just turned her head, like, what? But, like, then just turned right back around.
I think Savannah pointedly ignored that it was one of those, like, I'm not going to acknowledge that it happened because that's going to put a weird vibe on this thing. Who has the bag of crystals?
I have them.
I think if you're just holding it, I assume in your other hand, Savannah's just going to kind of, like, gesture over, like, reach over towards it.
Yeah, she's gonna take it off and hand it right over to you.
You should have 4 crystals left. So, Zach takes the objective crystals, the rest of us each take 1. Last ditch plan.
Yeah.
And she'll divvy them up between everybody.
When Zach gets fully to Squirrel, he does kind of look around and he holds up the crystals, like the Pimalite crystals. Someone just, like, wrap this around my torso, please, real good, so they're not going to come off. And he, like, tries to do it, and he's like, I just have, like, little arms, and I didn't think this plan through. What's the wall of this elevator, right? Like, is it sheer metal? Can I climb it? Is there any part of this I can climb?
Not the walls. There's stuff in here like cargo and stuff you could get on top of. There's a sliced up camera you could get on top.
Is there a maintenance hatch?
Let's go high or low. Since it's like, there should be, but since it's like was a quick build bomb, I'm gonna say that they might have. So we'll call it high or low, Jenna.
Low.
52. So
Who manufactured this elevator?
Yeerk
Who manufactured this
Stepson.
elevator?
It just, for some reason, who knows why, the Yeerks purposely didn't put
I'm gonna get Schindler, Tyson Krupp, fucking everybody on the phone right now.
There was a maintenance hatch and they welded it shut.
Dylan, what are you looking for?
I was just trying to find a way to just get Zach out of here with the crystals faster. If he could climb the shaft and get out, then...
Savannah's gonna look up and take that big Hork-Bajir blade and make a maintenance hatch out of the ceiling.
All right, roll a strength check.
I have time.
Well, you have already been going for about a minute.
Yeah, but like, I'm just saying, I can do a shh.
A 13, your blade It doesn't go all the way through. It digs into it, and you can feel, you can like scratch it down, and it puts like a gash in the metal, but it doesn't go all the way through it.
She'll try it again.
Give me another strength
Zach
check.
just kind of goes, it's fine. It's cool. You don't have to.
Got nothing else going on.
20, you feel the blade go all the way through the metal, and you break down a little bit. It puts like a gash in it. It's the size of your blade, essentially. Roll perception check as you look through it. You try to like peek through the gash, but can't see too much. It's dark when you look up there.
She's gonna just try to worry it with her blade a little bit more to expand what she's gotten through.
It's going to take a while to get through this whole thing. If you want to if you just want to make it bigger, you can do that.
I don't think she's trying to make like a full human standard square. She's just trying to get purchase for a squirrel to be able to shoot in and out of here as needed, if needed.
Yeah, so yeah, you can make the roll to keep at it just in case. So you have made some headway with your first 2 gashes, and like you're still working at it. Zach becomes fully squirrel, and just as you all get the crystals passed out, you all feel the elevator stop.